Welcome to the video Where Do Good EP Business Ideas Come From? My name is Scott McCauley. The first thing we want you thinking about is where is the pain that needs solving? You want to build your business idea around a problem that needs a fix. Have you ever thought to yourself, I wish there was a blank that solved blank? A few years ago, I remember a young female student whose mother had passed away and whose father was quite ill and had named her executor of his estate, and mainly because she was the business student in the family and she had no clue what to do as an executor. And she said, I wish there was a service that told me what to do. We actually made it into a feasibility study of a business that provided executor services. The working name was General Contractors for Death. It went on to change that afterwards. The idea we're trying to talk about here is we need an unmet need. There has to be an unmet need in the marketplace that needs solving. Some great places to start. How about an existing business with a twist? There's a couple years ago we had a hair studio. But it was a hair studio for men, and it was a hair studio for men that also removed body hair. Thus, existing business with a twist. How about commercializing a new invention? Last year a group came up with this idea of a booth that you put money in and you could spray on your tan or spray on sunscreen. Started off very basic, actually turned into a great business plan. Have you guys ever been traveling the world overseas or possibly in the United States and you see a business idea and you say, wow, that would be great in Winnipeg? Great place to start with your EP project. You could always just go on the internet and type in great new trending business ideas, or the best business ideas for 2013. But the very best place to find a great EP business idea is your own network. That means the people you know. In the past, we'd have our students sit around in groups and brainstorm ideas, and we'd often see a lot of the same ideas over and over again, and it kind of drives us crazy. A lot of these ideas were things like social or wedding planner, paintball, doggy daycare, and it kind of drove us crazy. And they also, you found out eventually they don't work. Instead, we want you to interview or brainstorm with what we call an informed industry expert. Someone in your life that you know that has 5 to 25 years experience in a particular industry. Really are an expert and are informed in that industry. And we want you to ask them, what unmet need will work in the industry? What's going to work in the industry? They've been working there so long every day, they know what's not going to work or what will work. We have found this expertise in the field is key component of innovation and creativity. You can't be truly innovative or creative unless you're an expert in that field. Malcolm Gladwell talked about this in his 10,000-hour rule. Malcolm Gladwell is a famous writer, and this idea that you need to be practicing at something for 10,000 hours to be very good at, to do something truly innovative. His example was the Beatles, where they spent years working, playing bars 3 times a day or night in Hamburg before the Beatles became great songwriters. They needed that 10,000 hours to get truly creative and innovative. Unfortunately, a lot of our EP students lack this experience. You don't have 5 to 25 years in an industry or 10,000 hours in a particular industry. And so it's great we use our network. If you do have someone in your group who does have that 10,000 hours, you're a lucky group. Maybe they'll have an idea that will work in their industry. A bit of a warning. If your father is a construction worker and he suggests a baking idea, well, that's not an informed opinion in the baking industry. He knows construction, not baking. So if he wants to give an opinion or advice on construction, that works. Some general ideas of people you can talk to who know a lot of great business ideas. Public accountants, commercial bankers, and entrepreneurs seem to come in contact with a lot of great businesses and see what works and what doesn't. And they're always good places to find good business ideas. If you just have a passion for a particular industry, fashion, sport, concrete, whatever it is, go find an expert in the industry and ask them, hey, what will work in that industry? The great thing about having an expert give your business idea that you have a built-in mentor. Someone who gave you the idea is always going to be there to later on in the experience to guide you through it. In the resource pack, in section 1.8, please realize there's several types of ideas we really have you avoid. And I won't go over them now, but take a look at them. Of one particular note, the EP SharePoint will have a list of ideas from the last 2 years. So go there, take a look what's been done in the last 2 years. It'll give you an idea of what kind of feel what EP ideas look like. Unfortunately, you can't use those. And the last note I want to talk to you about is our theme for this year. It comes from Gordon Mackey, the course leader from Notre Dame. I'm the course leader from Roblin. And that theme is, what would you do if you weren't afraid? We want you to think big. You don't need to be safe here. Try something crazy. Entrepreneurship is jumping off a cliff. Good luck.